Greetings and welcome everyone to Qigong for the Seasons. My name is Nathan Faust. A little brief introduction to who I am. I have been teaching Tai Chi for 10 years. I have been practicing Tai Chi for 15 years. When I was younger, I had a bad case of allergies. I had a serious case of asthma. My mother said what caused me to get asthma, what caused me to go to the steroids, was because my father used to hold me in one hand and puff on the cigarette on the other. So he was a massive chain smoker, very bad at smoking. And that caused me to get on inhalers, nebulizers, and so on and so forth, steroids, essentially, to help with that issue. I remember one year in particular that I got pneumonia every single month that year, almost every single month. So I was a pretty sickly kid when I was younger. Thankfully, I owe it to Tai Chi and Qigong that, and of course outgrowing it as well, but I believe Qigong has really helped with that, and helping my lung capacity and help clear my asthma, which is one of the many benefits of Tai Chi and Qigong, which you can find on Harvard and many other wonderful medical websites out there. All you have to do is Google it. But when I was about 16, because of the fact that I was on those steroids, that messed up my flora in my gut. I learned a little later from another doctor in El Paso, Texas. And that caused me to gain what he called leaky gut. You may have heard that term from Dr. Josh Axe. And basically what happened is I would eat an apple and then the apple would come out on the other end a few moments later. I was not digesting my food. I'm 6'1", and I was about a weight of 115 and was going south fast. I remember that my pants would just keep falling down. My underwear, my boxer shorts were kept falling down, and I had to keep pulling them up. Thankfully, that's over with. But I believe Qigong and Tai Chi helped my lungs and also helped my gut tremendously, absolutely tremendously. It also helped my adrenals because I had a very stressful childhood as well, and that caused me to get basically adrenal insufficiency or very low adrenals function. And Tai Chi has helped me tremendously in that area as well. So, why did I start practicing Tai Chi? I had to because I probably wouldn't be here if I didn't start with Tai Chi and Qigong. So it's life-saving and it's very medicinal as well. And that's what I want to share with you guys, the joys that it brings. I also want to share with you some interesting, powerful, psycho-emotional, however you want to call it, psychological techniques that I learned while I was in college that will help you tremendously in living a wonderful life and also correspond with this Qigong routine, thus making the ultimate mind-body medicine program for the seasons. So, with that little disclaimer or description out of the way, I want you to now begin with your feet together. If you've been watching this sitting down, I want you to stand up with me and join me on what I call the dance floor. Get up from your chair and join me in this particular posture. Right now, my feet are together and my arms are down by my sides. I'm nice and relaxed. What I want to do is I want to go through a little stretching program with you. A little opening and loosing, warming up program that will help you throughout the course. So, feet together. Let's breathe in nice and easy. And let's take our left foot and step out. Just take a step out. And you should be about shoulder width apart or hip width apart. It doesn't matter. Now what I want you to do is I want you to pivot on your right foot here. If you did not see that, I pivoted on my right foot, on my right heel, so that my toes are now pointing to the right corner. So my right toes are now pointing 45 degrees to the right corner. I'm going to be shifting my weight like so, see? See that? Shifting my weight. Good. So my right knee is a little bent. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this leg up, see? And circle my ankle. And I don't really care what direction you go, as long as you circle your ankle, okay? I do 9 times and then reverse. Good. Shake out and then step back down. Let's do the opposite side. Lift your right leg up. Circle. Circle your ankle. And then reverse. Good. And shake. Now, if you think that was hard, say for example you have a little bit of problem with your balance right now, just know that's just right now. The more you practice, the better you will be at it. What I recommend is that you get a chair, as you can see here, and lean on it. See, it's really wonderful. It's easy to do, right? Use this as a crutch for now until you can do it without any support whatsoever. Another thing that you can do is you can hold or place your hand on the wall behind you or over here to the side. I oftentimes do this. See? There was a good adjustment, by the way. And you circle your ankle. Like I said, it doesn't matter which direction. But those are 2 variations that you can do that will help you if you're struggling with balance. Here's a note. Make sure you don't baby yourself. Now, what do I mean by that? We oftentimes use crutches like the chair or the wall a little too much. And in essence, we really don't have enough confidence in ourselves and in our ability. So we end up relying on our crutches too much. After a few days of doing it with something like the wall or like the chair, I encourage you to take your hands off the wall or the chair and do it simply standing without any crutches whatsoever. Now, ultimately, it comes down to your doctor, okay? Make sure before you get into this program, you talk to your doctor first. All right, next, we're going to work on our knees. So we bring our feet together. My toes are pointing straight ahead. My feet are touching together. And my hands are reaching forward, and I'm going to place the palms of my hands right on my kneecaps, okay? And I'm going to rotate, see? I hope this is visible for you. I'm going to be turning to the side in just a few minutes, okay? And rotate. Rotate pretty big circles, okay? And I want you to do this 3, 6, or 9 times. And then we'll reverse, reverse, 3, 6, 9 times. Good. And shake out. Let's go to the side view here. Okay, see? Reaching down, bending here, touching my knees, and I'm circling, okay? I'm circling. Make sure that you don't overextend yourself. And if you have bad knees, don't do this exercise, okay? Remember, always talk to your doctor first. So, after your knee circles, we're going to do the hip circles. Place your hands on your butt or sacrum. This is how it looks behind, see? Hands are resting right here. Your stance is about hip width apart. And you're going to rotate your hips. Circle your hips like you're drawing a huge circle in the sand. Visualize your hips like a big giant stick. You have a big giant stick. And below, you're making a huge circle in the sand. Like in your sandcastle, like you're building a sandcastle when you're younger. Building a huge circle. Just drawing a huge circle with your hips, okay? Make it as big as possible. I don't want any of this. Don't do that. Don't do fast circles. Go slow. Because we're really working with your hips and opening them up. Now, I'm just demonstrating it right now. You can follow along, you can watch, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate the movement and I'm going to have you practice along. So right now, just watch me, okay? Watch me. See? Circle. How big the circles are. The next thing I want you to focus on is notice my head. It's pretty straight. I'm not really giving in too much. I'm not doing this. See? I'm not doing this. I'm keeping this straight. And I'm just moving the hips, drawing the circle. Good. Now, I go the opposite way. Those are the two main focuses. So, let's practice together, okay? Remember, hands on your sacrum or on your butt, and your head should be straight and no swaying, okay? Those are the two main principles of this exercise. Let's begin. And also, the third principle, your stance is hip width apart. Let's begin. Remember, you can mirror image me, I don't care. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in. exhale. Breathing in, exhale. Notice how slow I'm doing. I want you to go this pace, okay? You can even go slower, but I'm going probably at mid-pace right now, honestly. Because I don't want this video to be too long. Okay? So that's about 6 times. Usually I do 9 to 12 times the hips, and then go the opposite direction. Let's begin the opposite direction. Wherever direction you were going, let's go the opposite. Remember your breathing. And remember that smile on your face. Because when we're smiling, our health improves. Okay. Good. Come center, shake out. Shake, 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 shake. Good. Excellent. Okay, the secondary hip exercise. What I want to do is, we're going to widen the stance out just a little bit. I want you to place your left hand on your dantian, which is 3 finger widths below your belly button. And your back hand is going to be placed on your lower back, or sacrum, okay? Basically what I normally would do is, your dantian, 3 finger widths below the navel, and your lower hand should be somewhere in around that vicinity on your lower back as well. And now what we're going to do is we're going to circle. Circle the hips. Just like we did last time, right? Notice I widen my stances here a little bit more. The same breathing, okay? We breathe in. We exhale. We breathe in. And then we exhale. Very good. You can play with this. Notice I'm beginning to turn my torso. My torso is turning to my right. Very good. You're doing wonderful. Always remember that. And now, my torso is going to turn a little bit to the left corner, really, as I'm circling my hips. Good, eh? Wonderful. And come back center. Relax. Good. Now, that was the hip warm-up. Now we go to the back warm-up, okay? We focus on the back. Very important. Back, lower back region. This is what I call looking at the soil and looking at the stars. Okay? So, what I want you to do is I want to bring your hands to your thighs, okay? Let me go straight here. See? My hands are on my thighs, like so. Raise your hands up. dropped into my thighs. That's the first step. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure my stance is right first. And then I'm going to look down. See, my neck goes down. Like I'm looking at the ground below my feet, right directly ahead. As I am doing that simultaneous action, I'm going to be bending forward. Okay, so let's look at that closer. My feet are going to be stationary and my toes are pointing straight ahead, okay? So, breathe in, exhale, breathe in, and then fold forward. It's like you're folding forward. Everything you do, you're folding. Your arms need to be completely relaxed here. I don't want any kind of tension. You're supposed to be like a rag doll or a limp noodle. Now, you hang out here, I want to say 3 good breaths. And now, you straighten your back, straighten your neck like so. Now you gaze at level. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take your arms up and you're going to rotate the palms. So now my palms are going to be facing toward heaven or facing toward the stars. And I'm going to part my hands out like so. And I'm going to do a little bit of a back bend, but not too much, okay? Know your limitations. Don't push yourself. I really don't like back bends myself, to be honest. But this is what it looks like. Oh, stretching up. And you're looking at the stars above. Now, very important when you're doing this exercise, okay, is I want you to, as you go back, kind of tighten your neck a little bit, okay? There's a little tension there, that's fine. That helps your neck stabilize. That stabilizes your neck like so. You'll go all the way back and then back. So you're going to hang out there for hopefully about 2 to 3 breaths. If you can only do 1, that's okay. And then come back center. See, my hands then turn over, come back to the center, and then fall back down to the side, to the thighs. And then I repeat the process. My neck goes down, I'm looking down, and my torso begins to sink inward, going down, or should I say, falling down. Your back arches, and you're looking down. You're going up. And you're looking at the stars. There we go. There's the movements. Let's practice together, okay? So here we go. Let's take it from the top. I'm going to zip my mouth because you know everything you need to know. I'm just going to tell you about the breathing pattern. Breathe in. Exhale. Hang out and breathe in. Exhale. Do another breath cycle. Breathing in and exhale. Coming up. Straighten everything. Open your body up. Gazing at the stars. Come back. Center. Bend forward. Down at the soil. Hang out. Breathe in a couple of breaths. Smile still on your face. You feel good. You feel wonderful. Come back. Center position. Open up. Do a breath or a couple of breath cycles here. And then come back. Center. Go back. Look down at the soil. Your weight between your feet should be 50-50. Come back. Straight. Open up your body. Gaze upward. Breath cycle. And then come back. Center. There we go. You can do that exercise 3, 6, or 9 times. Shake. All right. It's good for the back. There's certain variations that you can do with that exercise as well. Next is what I like to call ringing the bell. And this is a very famous exercise. Let me demonstrate it for you first. Good for your arms, good for your back, for the massaging the kidneys and adrenals. This is a good exercise for you to do if you want to massage your adrenals and your kidneys. This is a winter exercise. Good. That's a little demonstration for you. Now let's go into the details. I'm still in the stationary stance. I'm going to be in this stationary stance for probably throughout the entire course. I'm not going to be doing too much with my feet because that's not the point. The point is really just exercising and stretching the particular organs. So, my feet are stationary, my toes are pointing straight ahead, my knees are slightly bent. My quad right here is basically your hip crease. If you've ever wore a bikini, it's the bikini line. So it's as if I'm sitting on a bar stool. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be basically using the quad to turn left and right. Like this, see? And my arms are just going to follow. Very simple. Now the trick is to be relaxed in this exercise. If you have relaxed shoulders, relaxed elbows, relaxed wrists, relaxed torso, relaxed body, you can do this exercise. But it really depends on your own relaxation and on your sung. Sung is relax plus loose plus release. A lot of people, a lot of Tai Chi people out there say sung is this, sung is relax, sung is relaxed readiness. Some say it's relaxed, but we really don't have an English word to describe it. I like to think of sung as a formula. It's like a mathematical formula. You use that formula to do specific mathematical equations and so forth. Same thing with sung. Sung is this. Sung is relaxation, looseness, and release. That's what it is. When we have those three, we get a better understanding of sung. So relax and loose. This is probably one of the best exercises that you can do to become more loose. And when we are sung, when we release the tension, when we are loose, and when we relax, we experience all of the health benefits that Tai Chi gives. In fact, I want to say this. Most of the benefits that you see from Harvard medical institutions or Google or anything of that nature, it really stems from being sung, having that formula. Relaxation plus being loose plus being released or release, that equals sung. Having that formula is really what causes, and of course body movement. Those things cause the massive and wonderful benefits that Tai Chi gives. And those are usually the benefits that stem from being relaxed, like lowering your blood pressure, helping your back pain, helping your knees, and so on and so forth. That's from basically being relaxed, being loose, and releasing the tension, plus movement. Swing. Let's do this, and you should do this when you're practicing about 30 times, okay? 20, 30 times. If you're pressed for time, do 10. Although I don't know why you want to limit this. This is probably the best, one of the best exercises in the entire world. Swing, swing. Breathing in, out. Good. Now I'm kind of exaggerating. You can exaggerate with this. Just be careful, don't hurt your lower back. Wonderful. After this swing, we come to a stop. Now, since we're working on our arms, we're going to swing forward. Basically, lift up, drop, lift up, drop. Come center so you can see. Lift up, drop. Drop, drop, drop. Closer. Good. It gets blurry as I get closer, so I'll move back. Now, do this for 10 to 20 times. You can do this as you're standing and watching your favorite television program. NCIS, or I hope I'm not going to get copyrighted for that saying that name, but any kind of show that you like to watch. You stand there and do this. Or, like what I like to do, turn off the television, go outside, practice your swings. Good. Wonderful. Nice. Okay. Now, moving up to the shoulders now. In Tai Chi and Qigong, it's very important that we keep our shoulders down and relaxed, like so, okay? Don't shrug your shoulders. None of this. We see some people like that, don't we? Walking in the store, pushing their baskets with shrugged shoulders. Drop them, relaxed. Remember, Sung equals, say it with me, relaxation, release, loose. Good. RRL. Drop the shoulders and relax. Do shoulder circles. Okay? So what I'm going to do is you're actually going to shrug them. Is that against the rules? We did say we're not supposed to shrug them, right? But, you know, this exercise calls for it. So here I am. Shrug shoulders, moving back and down. Ah, good. Up, like as if you're trying to touch your shoulders to your ears, and now move them back and then down. Touch your shoulders to your ears, back and down. You may hear me breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and then exhale. Side view. Inhale, touch your ears, and then exhale. Good. And then after that, we're going to repeat only the opposite direction. So you're going to move forward. It's as if you're rowing forward in a boat, and then you're rowing back with a boat. Now we're going to move forward with the boat. It's a little hard to see because of my jacket. I wore this because it symbolizes to me wintertime, because it's white and snow white at that. Good. Move forward and down. Up, forward and down. Do this 3, 6, 9 times. And reverse. Good. 3, 6, 9 times. You're in an infinite loop. And then you can reverse. Good. If you're feeling a little lucky today, you want to get a little more advanced, use one arm to roll back first, and then follow with the other arm. This is the next exercise. See? One arm goes back, down, the other one goes up. Remember, be relaxed, okay? Be relaxed, smile, be happy. Because everything is going to work out. relax and smile to yourself. Good. And then reverse. This arm comes forwards. This arm comes forward. Leading. Leading. This is part of the self-reeling exercises often found in Chin Tai Chi, which is the style that my coworker practices. Good. That's Josh, if you're not aware. Good. Forward and now, good. Shake out. Next, wrist circles, okay? This. Circle. Not getting too technical here because I don't want to get too technical in this course, but you're really initiating this from the Dantian. And reverse, you can add that element or not. The main point is just circling the wrist. Good. Opposite hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember your breathing, everybody. Take deep breaths, long breaths through your diaphragm, okay? And then reverse. Your hand is like a paintbrush. These motions. You're drawing a circle on your beautiful canvas of life. Good. And shake. Next one is shaking out the hands, just like so. See? Shake, 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 shake. Sometimes I like to bounce on the balls of my feet. This pumps the lymphatic system. So, see? Do this with me. I hope you're doing this with me, because if you're not doing this with me, you're not going to get any of the benefits. You can't sit there and watch. Do this with me. Shaking, stop. Whoa. You should feel a vibration throughout your entire body after you stopped. Perfect. Good. Now, onto the neck, and then we'll be done, everyone. Bring your left hand up. Look at it, and then go to the left. About 30%. And then bring your left hand down. Bring your right hand up. Look at your right hand. Turn your neck. Remember, your hand, you're trying to follow your right hand as best as you possibly can. Your eyes are. So wherever your hand goes, that's where your neck needs to turn. 30%. Left hand goes up. Turn. About 60% now. Down. Maybe 70. Down. Up. Good. Look at your hand and go all the way. And then down. Look at your right hand now. Go all the way. Perfect. And down. Good. Excellent. Now, that's called look at your hand. Look at your own reflection is what I like to call that. We're going to kind of tilt our head this side just a little bit as if we're putting ourselves, putting your head rested on a pillow. Visualize there's a little pillow between your shoulder and your head area here. And you're just going to tilt over like so and rest. Not too far, not too extensive. Just go there, just rest. And as you do that, I want you to simultaneously use your opposite hand and place that on an invisible table. So there's an invisible table right to your side here, and there's an invisible pillow right here. And I want you to lay your head on the invisible pillow and place your hand on the invisible table. Notice, my head is going one direction and my hand is the other direction. What that does is it stretches this area right here. My neck all the way down to my upper back. It really gives a good old stretch right there. From that center, now we place our right hand on the table. And then we lean on our left pillow. Again, do this about 2 or 3 times each side. Take a breath and stay there and then come out of it. And then take a breath on the other side. And then, there we go. Come center, shake out. There we go. There's our warm-up routine right there. I hope you like it. I hope you do this every single day. I know this video is a little long because I had to do a little bit of details, but usually this workout, this stretching, this warming up usually lasts between 10 to 15 minutes, or about 10 minutes. Usually, that's the goal, 10 minutes that you can do these forms and exercises. Thank you so much. Watch this video, practice with me for a few days, and then you'll be able to do it by yourself. Believe it or not. And also, this video is actually very important. In Tai Chi, this is actually a very fundamental cornerstone of Tai Chi development. And it is an absolute must if you want to begin and strengthen your Tai Chi knowledge and your Tai Chi powers, if you want to use that word. It's very important because Tai Chi or Qigong, whichever one you want to go for, is different than normal exercises. It is. It's different than weightlifting, than calisthenics, or any of it. It's very different. It's an internal art, internal martial art. Qigong is internal healing. That's what I like to call it. It's internal healing. And so it requires a different stretching regimen than other forms of exercises. So this exercise, this stretching is actually very suited to warming up your body and stretching it for Tai Chi or Qigong practice. So make sure you do this. If you have any questions about this, please leave a comment below. Or if you have a comment, if you have anything that you want to say, go ahead and say it, because we will definitely reply back to you. And also, you'll definitely get a love. Remember, this course is absolutely 100% free. So enjoy the contents. And if you like this content, please subscribe and like this video, and also share it with your friends, share it with your family, because ultimately we want to make this world a more lovable and peaceful place. Remember, stay in your heart.